Shalom and g'day all. This is Tehillim29 back again, and this is actually covering a request that came to the channel from David. They'll know who they are, and I thought the best way to sort of cover this request was putting it under the random select category, and doing this is sort of like sorting out the best between Teen Titans and Nick Spencer's ASM, Amazing Spider-Man. This was not easy to work on. So, first things first, do the covers of each work for both of the stories? For Nick Spencer's Spider-Man, it does in part, because it does involve Doctor Doom. But I think the better of the covers here is actually the Teen Titans. So that's where DC gets the win. Next we move to the internal art. Now there was actually a great piece of art here in ASM that I really enjoyed in one of the splash pages. And this is the art piece that I really enjoyed. Absolutely fantastic. Well, only one thing is, when I was reading through this, I realized that one of my favorite artists wasn't on it, and that's Patrick Gleason. So I'm actually reading someone else's artwork. So it actually changes up the game. And this is probably one of the best scenes that actually came out of this, that I really enjoyed. But as for Teen Titans, this was one of the best scenes. The revealing of the Other. So for internal art, they're sort of tied. But in regards to story, I actually enjoyed Nick Spencer's Spider-Man because it had Peter Parker enjoying a little bit of family time with his sister Teresa Parker and some of the things that happen in the journey. About the only thing sort of like story-wise that we didn't get was whereabouts we were in exact location when Spider-Man was going to one of the villains' hideouts. That's the only thing that sort of didn't make sense. I understood it was in UN headquarters in the New York City, but where the fuck in the New York City? Is he heading towards Hell's Kitchen? I didn't fucking know. I'd like to know those details. As the reader, as the comic consumer, as the comic buyer. But that's not to say that they also didn't... sorry about that. Little tongue-tied. But Nick Spencer and the editors were good enough to provide about one comic reference, which was sort of helpable, or helping to the story. But if I were to say identification of cast of characters, well, there were some characters in there that weren't fully identified, so it sort of loses some points there. But if I were to move to Teen Titans, all characters were identified and easy to identify. About the only thing where Teen Titans lacked is where the Amazing Spider-Man sort of made up for, and that was the time of when the events were occurring. where Teen Titans lacked in where time of the events were occurring, it did make up for locations and also comic references. Now, I know Damian Wayne is one of my favourite characters. And Teen Titans could very easily get the win here. And I mean it, very easily get the win here. But then again, so could Amazing Spider-Man. So, the better of the two in this random select, I'm going to have to go with Teen Titans. Because without those comic references noted and better identification of characters, it stands out as a slightly better story. Over The Amazing Spider-Man. And to be honest, I've not fully been enjoying the Teen Titans run. Only because there have been some characters that I've really been missing, which really would help Damian's character out. Such as, for example, Maya. Where the fuck is his Bat Beast Goliath? Like, where the fuck is he? And I know I'm not the only one who brings up that question. Where the fuck is he? We need Goliath back. We need the Super Sons back. Like, with this Teen Titans that Damian's running now, he could literally have John Samuel Kent in there. Superboy at age 10 going on to 11. Not this trash that Bendis has given us. And Didio's giving us. Right? It could have been the next new Teen Titans. It would have stepped up the game. It would have been, look out Marv Wolfman. Adam Glass is bringing in the new Teen Titans, or new Teen Titans, which does have John Samuel Kent Superboy working alongside with Damian Wayne. And I think you would have sold a lot more titles that way. And I wouldn't have cared if you said it, say, after the Bendis bullshit that is being seen in Superman right now. Until then, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Let's keep it colourful.